Kash Patel alerts FBI agents about their new mission. Now, of course, this mission shouldn't be new. This should have been the mission the entire time. Unfortunately, Patel's predecessor as FBI Director, Christopher Wray, well, he had different ideas. He used to say that the biggest threat to America was right-wing domestic terrorists, which don't really exist. It's not a thing. Hasn't been a thing for a very long time, and he wanted the focus of the FBI to be squarely on those darn J6 grandmas who walked through the Capitol building. Yeah, well, we have a new FBI, a new director of the FBI, and a new direction for the FBI, as he detailed in a message directed to his agents and his entire agency earlier today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kash Patel, and I'm deeply honored to be your new FBI Director, number 9. I've spent my entire career in public service, but now I'm excited to join you in the trenches. During my first week on the job, I've started getting up to speed on our current investigations. I had some understanding of the extraordinary work the FBI does to keep the American people safe, of just how much we're responsible for. But with every passing day, my appreciation for your expertise and your capabilities grows. I've met with our headquarters leadership team, interagency partners, and even the FBI Agents Association and the Society of Former Special Agents. I've also held my first civets with the SACs around the country. Because to effectively lead our organization, I need to get to know you. While I'm in this seat, I will fight for you every single day. I will take all of the criticism. I will advocate for what we need to accomplish our mission, the tools and the funding, all of it. Together, we're going to ensure the American people trust the FBI. We're going to be fully committed to constitutional due process, transparency, and aggressive congressional oversight. We're going to continue creating an expansive relationship with our heroic state, local, and tribal law enforcement partners. We're going to focus on getting as many personnel as possible out to the field. And we're going to get back to the basics: rigorous obedience to the Constitution, accountability, fairness, and the rule of law. Our priorities will be simple: crushing violent crime, defending our national security, and relentlessly holding ourselves accountable to the highest standards. Every day, you, the 38,000 guardians of justice, courageously form the front line in the nation's fight against our adversaries. Over the coming days and weeks, I look forward to shaking your hands and working together to protect the American people. Thank you. Let's get to it. And remember, put the mission first.
I really am happy about him. He was my first choice, by the way. You know, we've had a lot of choices with, well, we didn't have the choice. It was always President Trump's choice, but we had a wish list of different people that we wanted to be in different roles. And sometimes we got our choices, sometimes we didn't. Kash Patel was definitely my first choice, a dramatic upgrade from Christopher Wray. Now, you notice that he never said something that Christopher Wray used to say all the time. He never talked about defending our democracy. That is not, believe it or not, that's not the role of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. He's led with that they were going to vigorously defend the Constitution. And that is the primary role, the most important aspect of the FBI, and really every government personnel, every government agency, is the defense of the Constitution. Because with the Constitution, we have a nation, we have laws, we have a system through which we can operate and thrive and become exceptional once again. Once we start abandoning the Constitution, once we start pushing for democracy and saving democracy, which isn't really a thing here in the United States of America, believe it or not, despite what leftist legacy media tells you, despite what Democrats holler, and despite what, unfortunately, far too many Republicans holler, reality is that the Constitution is the basis upon which we can, from a worldly perspective, the basis through which we are able to be a nation. Otherwise, without it, and without agencies like the FBI defending it, we are toast. Now, let's hope that this is the prelude. And when I say hope, I'm going to put it at about 98% certainty that this message to the FBI, to the agents from Kash Patel, from their new director, is a prelude to the shift in priorities. Let's actually do what he said he was going to do even before he was nominated for FBI. He said that the FBI needs to be focused on fighting crimes, on catching bad guys, on investigating and preventing violence and, yes, terrorism. Let's hope that this means that we are very soon going to get to the bottom of all the swatting, all of the attacks on Tesla, all of the various crimes that are being committed right now by left-wing domestic terrorists. Thank you so much for watching that video. If you have not already, now would be a great time for you to subscribe and to give me a thumbs up. It's just a couple of clicks, but it dramatically helps me, my family, and of course it helps the United States of America.